Alright, go check everything out, make sure everything is running. Live. Alright. Alright, YouTube is going strong. And now we will go check out the Twitch. Alright, that is also going. Sweet. So, there is a... Where is the YouTube? Not YouTube. I'm gonna delete those. And the free subscription with Prime Gaming. I wanna log in. Let's see if I can get this stuff logged in real quick. Hmm. Hmm. I don't understand. So, how do I connect this? Because I should. Oh my lord. Let me. So. Go to my Amazon Prime. Alright. So, let's go ahead and just start new. New. Start the game. Subscriptions. Alright, and we'll go the US. And so this is all the same besides this right here. I believe those are normally on standard. These guys are on standard. And we will do standard on that one as well. Hmm. I do not see this. That's kind of funny that Preston Plays has a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon. and unspeakable. They both do. Hmm. Alright, but we'll go ahead and save. So, first off, what we are going to do is improve our relationships with Texas. And then offer military. And then we'll go over to France and improve. And then we're going to kind of wait on these guys to finish out their stuff. And then we will go to over here to see if, nope, it doesn't give us enough. So we're going to improve there. And then we can do our politics stuff. We are going to, not this one. This one, colonize, exploitation. And then we need to see who we can go. Right here. No, maybe it's the next one. It is. It is somewhere. Here it is. A rivalry. We're going to do Russia and the Netherlands. So we can get 500 of our influence. So then we can create our own power block. We can customize all this if we wanted to. We'll do the Griffins. Looks pretty cool. And Sitting Man. We'll do a water park. And then we are going to do internal trade. And then form our power block. Yes, most everyone's going to start hating us, but that is alright. And then, so normally, right off the bat, I go after Mexico because if you wait, then it's going to take a while. So we're going to go down here, and then you can see where this is. So if you click over here and then go down, it's going to target that state. But if you go like up here, it's going to target that state as well. But you can also do these ones, and that targets the whole world, or the whole country. So we're going to conquer state. And so right here, this shows basically the military. We have 11 battalions, 0 conscriptions, and our fleet, we have 21. And so all we're going to do is say yes, confirm. And you can also do this if they're not going to accept it. Then you can just press that you want to go into war right away. So if I didn't do that, it would have told me, oh, hey, you have to wait like 2 or 3 days. So we're going to conquer all these states. And so normally you can wait until like 1840s and take them through other ways, but I like to take them early, so then you don't have to worry about actually going through that technology right away. And all we're gonna do is mobilize and send our troops up to the front line. And now that we have our war all set, we're going to do our taxes now, which only thing that I do when I'm taxing is services, because that's going to tax only your high pop, because if you look in your population, their needs are services right here. So when we get more services, we'll get even more money from this. And you can see down here, or is it even on there? Services right here. Services are only at 9% here. Here they're at 15%. If I wanted to, I could tax transportation, but you can look in our budget that transportation currently only makes 3K. So instead of wasting a 30 on it, we are going to do services instead and waste the 200 on that. So now our monthly budget that we are gaining is 12,000. So now what I'm going to do is build my construction sectors. So right here you can see everything. You can see where your constructions are getting built. Currently I have no buildings. Our private sectors aren't building anything, and you can see that our investment pool has no money. So right here, normally I like to expand where I have my construction sectors. So I will put one over here and one over here, because if your construction sectors, you're paying money to actually build your construction sectors right here. Right now it's at 0 because I haven't started the game, but once I press unpause, it will start building, and I will be having to pay the money for what I am building. So if I'm using 2,000 iron to build this building, then I have to pay whatever the iron price is to build that. And with this, we're just going to cancel that out. And so now that we have all this set up, we will go into our technology. You can either click up here or you can go to the technology. And then Alright. One second. Alright. Let me set this up real quick. Alright. There we go. Alright, so normally if we weren't going to go to war with um, Mexico right away, to get this right here, we would have to learn nationalism, which is over here. But since I don't need to learn nationalism, what we're going to do is go over here and try to learn electric generators. First, it's going to go through, we're going to do our water boilers, then our engines, rotatory engines, and then we'll go over to our dynamite stuff, because that will give us jack pumps. And then I like to go up to getting our, oops, I just messed it all up. Go there, and then go here, then go to there, and then we go to our steam, because that will make everything coal, and then we'll go to our oil. And then with this, we want to do this. This will make it so we can make cars, and then telephones, and then radios. And then normally after this, I kind of just do this. Because with the United States, you kind of learn everything with universities. So normally I never learn any of this stuff, but I normally just do this. So after all my stuff that is important is done, they just start learning everything. And if I have to change something, I can change something. Alright. Now that we have everything done with that, we will go all the way up here. And now that we have pretty much everything all set up, we can look in here. And this is going to tell us that we have an unacceptable government. Currently, we're not going to be able to fix it because this one is 29 legitimacy, and to have a acceptable government, you have to have 50. And so, it's okay, but it's alright for now. Once you hit under 25, that's where laws and other stuff are no longer going to be able to get enacted. So over here, we also are going to give our education a bump and our law enforcement a bump as well. So those are going to cost our bureaucracy. And with those, all you're going to have to build is these government buildings. They normally give off 50 per level. So they're alright, but most of the time you don't need to build them until later on. And so with our construction sector, we're actually going to get about 2 more. And then we will go over here. So right here, this is our market. So if we have any protectorates or any other countries that we trade with, these will show up and it will tell us how many buy orders we have and how many sell orders we are able to do. So we have 2K, 2.5K wheat, and we have a sell order for 3,000. So we're under about 800 to 1,000 wheat or grain. Furniture, we're under 342. So I believe with our food industry, we can cook this up a little bit, and then everything else looks good besides these. So right here, these are your buildings. They get level ups with basically if you unlock the technology. So right here, we'd have to invent the water boiler, the water tube boiler, which is just an engine pump basically. Hmm. These are actually not doing good with that. So we'll actually go back to that. And then right here, we can do non. We'll make it focus on non-luxury. And so now that we have all this done, we are golden. So now we will go ahead and unpause it. And now I will show you that right here. This is our government spending on our construction. So we're spending 12K on iron, 7K on wood, 2K on tools, and 2K on fiber. And then if we go over here, right here, these people, the private sectors, which is going to be in our investment pools, they will build anything in our government or in our country and other countries, as long as, if you look right here, we request investment rights. So if we do that, we can build into their into their country, but if we grant them, they can build into ours. And so what I like to do most of the time is just grant it so they can build into ours, but we can't build into theirs. Because if you have a certain amount of money with the U.S., their investment pool goes up by a lot. So before you can interact with laissez-faire, you can hit up to anywhere up to 10 million to 12 million investment pools, and that will give you enough money to basically jump your economy. Alright, so what we will do is just continue, and we will look into this war right here and do this. And so the UK doesn't want to help us, which is okay. Or not the UK, Great Britain. If you form an alliance with them, they will normally help you out. I don't really want to make any of this primary until like the last second, because I can make them a protectorate of me, which will most of the time Texas loses this war, but sometimes they will win it. It just depends. What I will do at the last second is also make them a protective. Because if none of these countries want anything, so like right now Russia has 15 towards Mexico, so they're more likely to help. So we'll just wait until Russia doesn't want to help anymore. Alright, so now what we'll do is make them a protective. Hopefully they don't want to join in. They're +4 right now. 8 days until they don't want to join no more. Please, no. I don't want to fight 200 Russians. It's gone through. Let's go. So most of the time, if they're worried, they're not going to back down. But if they're fearful, then they will. Hopefully they don't back down. Because if they don't, then we will be able to interact with, or interact, do all of these Wurgles on them. Yes. Sweet. With nobody helping, we will get these people, or the Mexico, into a protectorate. And with this, we are going to do the bottom one. And so here we can see that we are definitely kicking Mexico's butt, but by a little. They're kicking our butt up here. But you can see right here that the Mexico has barely any troops left. They have 3K manpower left in that big army. Cuba just gave Puerto Rico to... Is that the Bahamas? I don't know. Don't know where that was. But we can see that we will win this war. They're not going to like it, but they are going to die. And when we do this, we can, it will be easier to actually take over a lot more of the Mexican land. I don't know what this dude's doing. What the heck? I don't know why. I guess we will do that. We really don't want the Democratic people in party anymore. I will say this as a Republican. The Democrats, they're racist. They liked, where is it? Here it is. The South Planters, very racist. They are the leaders of the slaves in this. And it's not good. like you can see that none of the other Democratic parties are pro-slavery. Arrange an accident. I wish I could. I don't know what this army up here's doing. That totally screwed me. Oh. Not building anything either. So, mainly when you're doing your buildings, I normally look at all like the wood, iron, tools, paper, sulfur, steel, dynamite or explosives, and oil. Those are the main things that you want to focus on. And then once you get enough construction sectors, you will be able to just start constructing things out of the blue. And so you'll be able to do your steel, or not your steel, your furniture and all the rest of stuff. So don't worry about doing it right away. Focus on wood, iron, steel. Normally what I do if I mess up on my buildings, I'll just go to the back to the save, but I'm not going to do that. So right here, you can help your plantations, your southern plantationers, or you can make it so they are no longer interested in your government. So I'm going to wait on the Indian removal, and I'm going to make it so the Southerners hate me. So right now, pretty much all the countries hate me because my infamy is over 50. But they'll start to love me. It goes down not quickly, but pretty fast. And the French and Great Britain are at odds. So most of the pop-ups that you get, you really want to make it so the radicals go down and the loyalist goes up. Now, sometimes you may have to take a hit, but it's also alright. Because as long as you are constructing like wood and iron, people have jobs, they will get money in order to buy the furniture, the expensive furniture. because most of it is from the standard of living. You can see right here is from standard of living. So if you just get your standard of living up, normally it goes a lot better. And that's really good on this. Most of the time, if you try to to get a law passed, most of the time it's going to fail on the first one. I notice when starting out as America, first law that you try to pass is going to fail. But sometimes you have that good good backing. We can see up here that we have 60 war support while they have 0. We can look in 5 days it's going to go down by 6% or -6. But right here you can see that your military, it costs a lot to keep your military up. So, don't get into wars. We will go ahead and just speed this up. And then we'll go back and we'll look. Nope, they still don't want to give it up. So you can see right now our population or our popularity is going. They will give up soon. They will give up soon. You can see that it's getting hard to pass this dang law. I don't know if I want to interact interact with that. They don't want to give up yet. To give it up yet. These battles sometimes are a little long. How much longer do they want to fight? Southern plantationers. I feel like yeah, there we go. Now we will go ahead and give them the peace deal. There we go. Now we are no longer in war with them, and then they are our protectorate. And then we got all this land. And then we will declare an and then we will look at our market. And so only thing is wood since the start of the war. So that is can go bad because so what I normally do is I just go back and try to and oh hey, there we go. Secret police and do secret police then. Nation again. Or more into that. Changed their flag. Them to become a monarchy, in which a monarchy is a kingdom, and I got them to have a 6-year-old king. I was what? So you can see we were spending 14k on our wood. Now we're only spending about 10k on our wood now. Buildings. Water boiler. Water boiler. Water boiler. So with the water boiler, so it produces more paper, which makes the item a lot cheaper, but it makes tools. And you can see good. Economy up a little bit, making more money. So that made our tools more expensive, but it looks like we have a couple tool shops that didn't have any employees. And most of we're just gonna do the negative 10% and the negative 5% prestige. We have a rivalry against the Netherlands. But now I think, yeah, over here you can see that so their GDP is going to go. You can see that their but yeah, the GDP power block. And most of these radicals are all in Texas and everything. These are all the currently we're not able to get these lands because we have to get our nationalism done. And then oops, do our national and then go back to that. Excuse me. Our bills to pass, so then we can explore this Africa. But it probably won't get enacted for a while. Oh, as it just got into the voting phase. There we go. So sometimes it will go around 3 or 4 times. You can kind of see on the screen that it has like a little bar above the law, like right here. It's debut more debating on the debates, or it can just pass. Labor movements, nice. So now you can see that nationalism is spreading to me. So I didn't even need to learn it in the technology, but I'm still going to do that because it may be a little get a for construction sectors to even supply them with pass. We are going to hope that laissez-faire, when our law is done, we can interact with that, or we're going to go to secret police, and that will hinder a lot of the radical movements to liking us. Great Britain almost likes us enough to -2 interest group approval, I'm still just gonna fucking give them the time so it goes down. And we will go into our constructions to see. You can now see that our wood prices went down by really low in our stuff now. So we can either move to something that's up here, or we can move aren't waiting for us to build the wood constructions. Because if you look in here, these, and you can get that from the fishing whales. So right here, that is one of them. We can get meat or oil from. And then you can see that we are also low in our sulfur. Where is our sulfur? Right here. We have a deficit of sulfur. So they are going to fund. We want to do it because then it will be owned by 1860s-ish area. The private sectors will be able to put it on to privatize, and they will. Right here, I can privatize them, and the private sector's money right here will start to go down, like right here. It'll start to jump down, but by a lot more because, oh, you can see that it decreased by 10%. That's not good. Yeah. We will go to here to see where our wood is now. Our hardwood. Alright, here it is. So right now, if we build one more building, we will be good. And then we will change on to something else. Where is our iron? Our iron's actually doing pretty good as well. So what we'll do is we will do our tools instead. And so what we'll do that. And then we will do a couple. And we only want to do in-state. So we will push this one up, though. Because you can see that we are still writing a deficit, but we are at the price. But now you can see that we are actually above our construction, or going more. So we can level up our construction here shortly once we get a couple more buildings down. And then you can also see here that we are in debt, but that is alright. Being in debt's not going to kill us because right here we have a 2K interest. So we really don't want that because if we didn't have any interest right now, we would be making money. So we really do want to break out of being in debt, but then again, you don't want to have too much money because if you go um into a silver war, they have they get most of your gold. I'm not lying. I had like 56 million in gold. But you can see that our law just gained 10%, so it's now back up to 35%. And so now in September, maybe pass, maybe not. We just have a long while until these workshops get done. Tool shops. People are hating us. No. Super close to get in the exportation done. We'll see if we can. Nope. We can also put our budget up to here. Put our budget up to here. Getting 18. Make getting 18. Make these people hate us. These people hate us. And struggle more. And struggle more. And then it did. See that one of our construction or our tools. See that one of our construction or our tools were built. And Oh, okay, I'm back. It's kind of cold in my room. Alright. Get back to where we're supposed to be. Alright. Alright, now that we have negative bureaucracy, you can see that now what we will do is we will go to right here, our administration building, and we will just put 2 somewhere. We'll actually do 3, 4. We're gonna do 4. So that one's better for us. That one's gonna get done quicker. But you can see that they are still skyrocketing. Our investment pool. Our GDP is also going up. And now we have nationalism done, which we can now do this. Because we are going to start doing this. Now, the Whig Party, you can see that they want it banned within the next 5 years. So, we will and attraction, because there's only 115. It really doesn't matter if you upset them. We'll look. The population. Yeah, there's only 461. Tool prices are going down again. So that's doing good. The Brazil people love. They normally get really good here shortly, so it's the main reason why I really wanted them. And it didn't even pass. Bruh. I started that at the start game, bruh. You stupids. They're about the doing that right away. Alright. Our, not our wood, our tools. Normally those um those ones normally don't ever go through. If you want to, you can do this, and it will kind of help them out. Or not help them out. It'll make it so they can't ever get past anything. Alright, hopefully our wood, or this looks like this is about to go crazy. we're actually making money. Our investment pool is going up by a whole bunch. Alright. 2% come loyalist. I'm gonna do the 50% chance of 5% pops becoming and 10% of it going down. So it actually did the 10% radicals, which, dang, I think Great Britain is trying to invite everybody to their power block. Oh, no. So this one, 66% chance of negative 5%, or 33% chance of going up. We got the 5%, which is good. Doesn't matter if we get it or not, really. Uh, but now you can see that we are actually going up by 1,055. So what we will do, just one. And now that that construction sector's up, we will get a little bit more. Our iron is doing good. Our steel mill is going down. Not our budget, our buildings. Our GDP is going up, so that's good. Sweet, less affairs going in order. Now that our wood and iron are pretty much centered, you can see right here that it's not going to actually do the Civil War for labor. And what we can do is now build another construction. Oh, I guess it did. So if I wanted to, I could actually look at what these people had enacted. Here's the laws. I actually wouldn't mind becoming them. That's the sad thing. Let's go like this. And we will go ahead and switch sides. Wait, I don't want to do that. Never mind, never mind. Because that means I would lose Protectorate. I would, but I would lose Protectorate. That's the us. So that's what we will do. That war is gonna be over. I don't know why I can't offer them a peace deal. There we go. And now you could see everyone loves us. Yay! Not really. Only half, not even half. Like like 100th. Our GDP is climbing as well. And the Brazil people like us. Our standard of living is still going up. now, tools and iron. If you come into the population, a lot of them are doing better than most of the world. Um, like, all these people are doing terrible as well. Nice, that helps us. But not really. Need this. We're going to save it right. Alright, guys. So, if you guys enjoy. I don't even know what half these saves are. Oh, this one actually has really good. What am I even doing here? Corporate state, proportional. Going really high. Standard of living, super high. Everyone loves me. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they were gonna be able to do anything. Like, this is a full army right here. Even though they're all sucky. But yeah, this is a